Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is the update for most of you that have been asking for it, but reason being is that the E30 M3 race car is pretty much almost done, and I'm going to take you guys through it. This is the raw footage of the car itself before even primer is laid down. So this is how you'll see how the body kit will fit onto the car. And nonetheless, this is the opportunity for you to see where we've cut, how we've done it. I know in the previous videos when we did it on our more of our classic restoration type of E30 M3, we did it to the extent where I showed you a lot of the cutting, a lot of the joining, but now I'm going to show you a completed car, in that this is how the product looks before we even fit it onto the car itself. So, starting off in the front, we have the Evolution 3 bumper in the front. It's not yet quite aligned. The reason being is that I need to push that particular fender out a little bit towards the left hand side. So you can see here, you can see it's sitting nice and flush on this side here. And then on this side here, it's out a little bit here on this side here. So what we've done here is we've put rev nuts on the inside here, and we've put a 10mm bolt in to hold it there, and then there's a stiffener on the inside of the bumper itself. The two fenders are on the car itself. The bonnet is on, so we can get in a good look of how it will look. So there we can see how it looks. Pretty decent. I have a surprise for you guys at the end of the video, just to show you guys what type of theme we're going on the car itself, but we leave that till the end of the video. Then here on the side we have installed the fender linings on the inside. The side skirts are there as well, and including the fenders, both left hand side and right hand side would be identically the same. We've closed the holes along the inside there. So we've closed the holes along the door itself to give you that E30 M3 look here. So this entire thing has been closed up, and then here you can see we've put fiberglass again over here, because reason being is we used pop rivets to actually hold it into place while the glue actually stuck. So now this is on, and it's looking pretty decent. The rear quarter panels are on the car itself. The IS suspension is on as well at the back. And then here, this was the transition between the metal and the fiberglass. So what we've done is we've body fillered it here so that we have a seamless transition, so that the beadings that fits along here will fit seamlessly, so there'll be no imperfections in terms of fit and finishing in terms of the actual body itself. Then the OEM petrol cap is installed. It needs to be tightened a little, but that's all good. So this is where you guys most probably saw it at. We then put the C-pillar kit on. We got the strip on the top as well, and this is the beading that goes here. We got this from a scrapyard. So once that screw is out there, these little alignment tools or dowels will actually pop in, and then you can have an indication of how it will look. So this will run with the beading that runs all along there at the bottom. Then we have the original E30 M3 hinges that is sitting here on the inside. The boot is done as well. So once this locks, that there will align. We have the Evolution 3 rear spoiler as well. The gurney flap is not here because it's not really needed right now. So in order to mount the boot itself, what I did was I used masking tape, and I created a template on the inside like this here, and then I merely transponded the template down to give me where my holes must be for me to drill. And you can see I made some marks and some lines going across. I did not install the rear bumper as yet because I wanted to show you guys how the stiffener would look. So the stiffener actually holds the bumper in place there, and then it will align with two rev nuts on the inside there. Then over onto the inside here, you can see the extension of the C-pillar coming down. You can see the added fiberglass there on the inside, so that will all be covered up by vinyl. All of these screws here will come out eventually. Once we've done spraying the car and things like that there, we'll take out the screws. So here's a good example of how we use the pop rivets to hold it in place, and then we'll cut it off and then just file it down. And then obviously these ends will obviously be sanded down as well, so that the contours meet up quite cool. Again, the same thing on this side here on the left hand side of the car. It's pretty much almost done as well. I think the only things left is door handles and beadings and things like that there, but all of that will be done once the car has been painted. Now, in terms of the interior of the car itself, we're going with the bare shell interior on the inside. So we're going to clean up all of the metal here. We're going to spray paint the inside here. We're going to take out all of the flakiness on the paint, so will look absolutely smooth. So we're kind of going for a single look here on the inside, but that there will only truly achieve once we've attained all of the other aspects, like cleaning up all the screws, the drain plugs and all of that there. Our sequential shifter will sit here, our quick release steering there, 2 bucket seats on the inside, the roll cage is already done. Yeah, so pretty decent progress for where we are right now. The engine bay has been shaved as well, so that's all ready. We just need to clean up here at the back. And this guy is about, I would say, 40% done. The motor has already been built. And yeah, we just need to do the gearbox mounts for the M4 gearbox that's going on the inside of this particular car. So like I told you guys, the surprise at the end of the video. So a couple of things came in. I think this came from Czechoslovakia. We have some engineering stuff there as well. So this is for the E30 M3, the race car. They were pretty cheap. So what we have here is we have these grills that actually sits on the indicator lens. So it's kind of like the Mark 1 style, old school style. Back in the days in the rally cars, they used to have this here. So this just bolts on with 2 bolts on the sides. Pretty cool. So instead of using trim tape or something and putting it across like that there, we'll use the proper stuff. So this comes from a company called RD Plastics. Then we have these Hella covers as well. Pretty cool as you can see. This is also from RD Plastics. So this will sit on the 2 brights. That's some of the stuff that has arrived from, I think, Czechoslovakia, I'm not mistaken. I don't know, can't remember. Then on this side here, we have the sequential shifter. So what I did here was I basically used a carbon fiber knob, and on top of that there I made this piece out of aluminium, and it basically slides onto the OEM shifter. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So pretty cool. This is, I'm pretty stoked about this here. And then some of the other stuff that has also arrived and is in the post. So we have this here. So this is actually quite cool as well. These are bullet pieces for when you convert an E30 to 5-volt suspension in order to get the caster correct. These bullet pieces are used. So yeah, we didn't want to do a hack job, but yeah, so we just got the right stuff. Pretty expensive stuff, but it's good quality. You can see it's made well, left hand side, right hand side. And then we have some other fancy stuff as well. These are CNC bulleted door handles for the E30 M3 as well. So this gives the look and feel of a race car. So these are what's known as those dimple dies, and this is going to complement the floor pan, which is basically this here. So you can see this is the floor pan. So we have 2 of these that will sit on the floor. So between the 2 you can see how they will complement each other. So you'll have the hole sitting on the floor, and then you'll have these door handles here. So it's been a while since we actually posted a video, but hope you guys enjoyed it. It was well worth it. I think the next video will be on the E32 M3. Everything is there. We just need to assemble it. Those of you that are following me on my Instagram account will see that we put a big brake kit on it. It's the X6M or the X5M brake on the front rotors on that particular car. So we're pretty excited about that there as well. Also a little bit of engineering work involved there, but it's looking pretty good, and it's looking, I think it looks decent. It's a big brake kit nonetheless. But yeah, till the next video. Peace.